Okay, now that we've got most of the drawings done, we're going to go ahead and create one last drawing of one of these parts here so we can use it to plasma cut out that part. Well, the part that we need to create, if we go from the biggest to the smallest, is this part right here, the resting plate. So I'm going to go ahead and open up that document just to kind of reiterate the process that we're going to do. We're going to open up that process, and we're going to go ahead from there, and we're going to say create a drawing. Again, I'll use my drawing template, hit OK. Now, as you have made several drawings and stuff like that, and it'll come back and automatically default to the last size you keyed in. Well, we said 11 by 8.5 inches, so this is the metric equivalent to that. So we'll say OK. Okay, we go from the top view here, or actually the planar front plate view that we need. So we'll go ahead and put that guy in. So this is the top view we can cut out with. Now what I normally do is just kind of drag my mouse down here so I can see that it's trying to create another view of that part. Hit escape, and then I'll click on this part and make sure when it comes up over here on the drawing view that it's set to the scale that I want. Okay, that says 1:1 scale. That's what we need. So I'll go ahead and check that off. And then now I'll just again select this guy and I'll jog it down to the bottom. Kind of be more efficient to my layout. So I'll put it about right there. That's good. Again, these are drawings to use to drive the plasma machine. They're not, your typical dimensioned manufacturing engineering drawing. So it's just a drawing that we're going to use. It's graphics to use to drive the plasma machine. So let's go ahead and save that. So we'll do save as. The reason I do save as on each one of these is I want to make sure I'm getting in the right directory. So I'll double click on my plasma drawings directory that I created. So when I do that, you're going to see in there all the SOLIDWORKS files that I've already created. Now if I come down here and actually what I need to do is come down here and save it as a SOLIDWORKS drawing file. So I'll just do that, and I'll go ahead and hit save. And so it's saved. Now again, immediately I go up and do a save as again. Always making sure that I'm in that correct directory. I'll come down here and make sure it's an AI file. And you can see I've already created these 4 other parts here, drawing files here in Adobe Illustrator. So now we're going to take this last part and make it a AI file. Okay, so now I've got all these files as AI files. I'm going to do a Control Tab and see what all I've got open. Well, I've got this file here open. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off using my again, Control Tab. I just move my mouse over the file I want to turn off, and that should leave me just in the assembly. Yep, and it sure does. There it is. Now let's go check our directories real quick of our project here, our cell phone stand project. I'm going to go ahead and click on the plasma, and you can see all of my Illustrator files that I have created necessary for this project. I've got my Arrowhead, I've got my cell phone resting plate, I've got my cell phone stand base, and I've got my perpendicular resting plate. That should be all of the parts that we need. If we're missing one, we'll open it up and create another one real quick. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to SOLIDWORKS, and with SOLIDWORKS up, I'm going to go ahead and save this assembly, and I'm going to exit out of this. And when I exit out, I'm going to go back in and open up Illustrator and start that process of getting the Illustrator files ready to go ahead and use on the plasma cutter. Now keep in mind, Illustrator is a lot of horsepower that is required to run it. It takes a lot of memory, so that's why I'm closing out all of these files that I can, because I'm going to have to open up all of my Illustrator files and then create what I call a nested drawing. I'll explain that as we go throughout this process.